intense poverty, and then right next to it you would see immense wealth, and there was such a dichotomy. People living in trash and on trash, and literally their homes were built on top of dumps and waste piles, and people rummaging through that. There was a flood that had come through, and there was a mom walking down the street with a bucket, and that was all she had. Was inside of it was the clothes that their family had, a kid on her back, and then the child was walking naked through the streets. And then driving right past it were like BMWs and Mercedes, and it was just like this realization that there wasn't equality.
The way education is run in Vanuatu is that the young people actually have to pay to go to school. They have to pay for boarding, they have to pay for uniforms, they have to pay for their school fees. They're not able to go because it costs too much. You would ask them, well, what do you want to do in life? And they just kind of shrug. They don't really know how to answer the question or really what their dreams are or what their passions are. They didn't know what they wanted to be because there's a lack of opportunity for them to actually engage in their dreams.
The thing that is sickening almost, like in the communities, is that it's almost gotten to a stage where it's acceptable. Kind of thing like where you see it and it happens every day, that people turn a blind eye towards it. I think the main thing that came across was like the neglect and just the abuse of kids. It's almost taboo to talk about the violence that goes on.
West Papua actually has worst healthcare in all of Indonesia. They've got the highest rate of malaria, highest rate of HIV, and there's more children dying under the age of 5 than anywhere in Indonesia. Because they have no money, because they don't have jobs, because their belief is different, they don't have access to the healthcare. And often half of them live in villages somewhere random in the mountain or on the ocean somewhere and have never seen a doctor or the opportunity to see a doctor in their life.
A lot of times what happens is, particularly women that grow up in these impoverished areas have really limited access to education, and it becomes basically impossible for them to get any sort of a job. They've got no job, no education, no sort of way out. So unfortunately, something that becomes an option that provides income is that of prostitution. Because it's illegal, it's hard to get exact numbers, but it's estimated anywhere between 200,000 and 3 million women working in the sex trade. A lot of these women are there by choice, but some women are even there because they've been sold into the industry by their parents or even deceived or coerced into the industry. But I think any way you look at it, it's an injustice.